And we are live Sunday with those guys.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday Night with Those Guys. This is the first live stream of the year. And, well,
Is it?
it's a new year. For me, it is.
Well, no. We did Wednesday night.
Well, yeah. Well, it's the first Sunday, but either way, what's up, man? How are you? What's going on? Ray, what's good, Ray? Ray in nice and early.
Yeah.
I did send out the invites to the usual people, and for some reason, when you start live, Invaders Infestation, what's up? Welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys. And the big topic, and I don't want to talk about it, but we're going to wind up talking about it anyway, is this RFID thing. But Phenomena, how are you?
Listen,
Says,
man,
what's up,
tell you the
Herman?
truth, man. I'm not mad with it, man. Tell you the truth.
You want to know what?
On it, man. I'm not mad with it, man. It's just like it's something we got to get used to, man. And I'm gonna get the standard.
Jay.
When it come out, I'm just gonna get the standard, man, which gives me all kinds of options. You know, that's the way to go, man. Like, you know, you wean out the bad like that, man.
Listen, just like today,
it can already be done with what you already have.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Well,
but
just
anyway,
like today, people didn't want to fly because of a little wind. Every time it's windy out, I hear people, "Come on out, Lawrence, fly. It's not windy out." Now I want to come out and fly. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's windy out." Ooh.
Look at her.
Now, keep in mind, at 200 feet, the wind was going from it was blowing at 26, gusting to 57.
Right.
But like you mentioned earlier, what's up, Logan Carpenter and TCM? Tim, how are you? What, like you mentioned earlier, Ray, if you stay below a certain altitude, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I was fine, man. I burned the Phantom. The Phantom ate that one up like it was cotton candy. You know, like
I went out with this bird here, this 7-inch bird here, and I flew 2 batteries. One was because I just changed the settings on it, and the second battery is like, okay, now I'm ready to fly. And I will admit, the wind was messing with me, but this thing hits about 50, 60 miles an hour. The wind down on the ground was only blowing about 17, 18 miles an hour. At one time, when I got there, was blowing at that. When I left, it was about 25. But it didn't affect me none.
Yeah, Herm, look at you.
Oh, Night Train says it had him in the wrong chat. What happens, Night Train, is before, you get to the chat before the stream starts, for some reason, Zoom opens up another window completely.
I don't even go to that. I don't even go to that the YouTube thing. I just wait for the link and go straight to the Zoom.
Right. So if you click the bell and you go to the link, what's up, Paul? How are you?
It's your channel that does that. It's
only
not
my channel
Zoom.
that does that. It's only my channel.
It's something that you're doing in the settings that's doing that, because that doesn't happen when I go live.
Right.
Okay. Well, I need to go through the settings.
What's up? There's no link for the live stream. That's why everyone keeps saying that.
There's no link for the live stream.
I got the bell.
The only link that shows is that like the one that the preview saying it starts at.
Hold on, I'm going to my page now to see what's going on, and it does not show me live. It says set reminder.
Yeah, that's all it says. That's why everyone keeps saying that.
Refresh.
Okay. So they're going to my page or wherever they're going.
The page.
So you don't have to, because hold on, let me see. If you search for me.
Oh no, go on your page. Then if you scroll down, it's in your list of what's going on now.
Hey, the quads, novice quads. Okay, it does say I'm live there. So if you search for me in the YouTube, okay, I'm there. I don't know what's happening with my page, but I'm looking at my page now, and it does not say. Oh, it does in the menu. Yeah, it does in the menu. But where the upcoming event is, today's the 5th, and maybe I scheduled it wrong. Who cares?
I check this out, fellas. I got the menu. I brought it in and stuff like that. Got it home and everything. Set it up. What's the first message y'all think I got?
Cannot take off.
Nah, neither one of those. Give me another one. I'll give you 2 more chances before.
First message, it took off?
No, I never took off. I took off one time.
First message you got, You got to update the Fly Safe database to take.
No, because automatically my tablet that drone is set up where you got a Wi-Fi cell connection. It automatically does it. You can't even stop it.
Oh,
That's
get
how
out
these
of
new
here.
that's how these new drones is coming out now. You have to have a connection and you have to do the update or you're not going to take off.
Indigo
Not gonna
Rhino
start.
says update the map.
Nope, that wasn't it, Indigo.
No fly zone.
No, it was my downward vision sensors, bro. You believe that?
What?
The downward vision sensors was in fault, in error. With
Oh,
two
wow.
codes.
Fresh out the box.
Downward and vision. And
Fresh out the box.
And it says contact DJI support. So even in the DJI Session 2, which that's what I mess with.
Mm-hmm.
You can go up in there and I can downgrade the firmware 3 steps down because the new one just came out to 400, but it still doesn't correct it. So now when I call them up tomorrow, I already put a case in tomorrow. I'm telling them I'm sending it back. I'm DJI Select. They send me a brand new bird. I'm not going to do all this back and forth. I don't want that bird. I already put a little love mark on it so they know when if they send that same back, it's the same bird. So I send it back. Give me my money back either way. I'm not even dealing with that. Yeah. No vision. I don't play around with that vision. So that's
the
very
mini
important.
auto starts. There is an option in settings to not update. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Okay.
It is. But
Hey,
when
Ray.
you
Ray,
don't update, you limit it though,
Ray, when you call them, why don't you ask them if you can just walk it into the DJI store and exchange it?
I tried that with my other drones, and they all are sub provider stores, and they don't want to spend no
those
money.
aren't those individual franchises?
Yeah, that's how
When
they
I
do.
went to get my Phantom in the city, they didn't give you we charge you tax because it's in the city.
Right, because that's what I did.
No tax.
When I took my controller to Broadway, I tried to do the same thing. They was like, nah, they're they own business, but they DJI authorized. So it's all good,
Well,
but just to try to avoid it. But with the DJI Select, I will get it back in a week. I will get a new drone in a week. That's part of it, So
okay,
let's see
that's right. Get on them.
Oh yeah,
get on them about it. Welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys, and I don't know if anyone else has had any Mavic Mini problems, but Twan Saigon, he had a problem where one of his motors locked up on his Mini.
Twan also,
but this was after a flight. He had took it out over the water, a certain distance, we won't say, but he took it a little distance out over the water.
But
he brought it back. He brought it back, and just before it landed, just maybe, I think if I remember, he told me like a couple of inches off the ground, it just stopped and dropped to the ground. And then he tried to start it up and it said engine failure or some kind of stupid merit. The engine seized up on it.
But here's the thing, there's I don't know if you saw the pictures of those covers for the motors.
Yeah, Twan had those.
Keep dirt out, but it's gonna make the motor overheat.
Can't breathe, right? That's why I was telling Twan when he had that. I was like, I would never put that on.
So I wonder if he had those on it when he was flying.
And another thing, check this out. Another thing that happened to mine, not to cut y'all off. I got it on my floor where I do all my lab work, right in my basement, wood floor, flat surface. When I did the IMU and everything, as it's sitting and I'm going through all the settings on it, when I was able to see it on the screen, the other message I got was engine overloading. That drone sits too low to the ground. And if
it's not getting enough air.
Exactly. You go almost, if you get two pieces of 8.5 by 11 paper together, it won't fit under it.
That's so how close so it's basically touching the ground.
It's damn near touching the ground. So now
I sent you a link.
So I sent them all this in the comments, and the guy got back to me. He said, "Yo, this is like the 100 and something comment they got about that." So they're gonna send me a pair of landing gear instead of me buying them because they're like $14 everywhere. So I guess they know that's a problem. It sits too low, So me, I'm gonna go through it.
Hey, Paul.
But how about the guy that did the test for 17,000 feet with it? Did you see that?
No.
He came back with 0% on his battery. 17,000 feet with that little bird at 200 feet altitude. Check it out.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you, bro. I was bugging out. And he canceled the return to home 2 times and kept going.
Just got an alert, Paul. You uploaded a video.
Yeah.
Okay.
A ship video.
With your pinky in the brain computer set over there. You got a computer for this, a computer for that, one computer just for Uber.
Yep.
Oh, you got to take your daughter to work in 20 minutes. Well, it's The invite's there when you come back. 3.43 miles out, Dustin Dunhill did, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to tell you something that I've noticed. I've seen a Mini in person, all right? Now, the motors don't look like they can handle a very long ride, but apparently people are getting these long distance rides out, and when they come back, they're having motors lockup problems and stuff,
which means fault.
the motor is getting hot and it's either burning out or it's melting something, causing it to lock up.
That is too much of stress on that bird to go that far and have it come back.
But think about it. That bird was designed to be put into a hotel bag and taken to Las Vegas and taken out somewhere, you know, where you can take pictures and video. It wasn't designed to go down to the post office and come back.
No. Not going to the lighthouse and coming back and all that.
Exactly.
Well, you know, it's what it is, man. You know, I still enjoyed it for the little quick 2 minutes I got
it's
with it.
Still, from what I understand, it's still a good bird.
It is, man.
It's just that people, you know what it is? It's like anything else. Unfortunately, these companies, all right, Night Train, unfortunately, these people at DJI are like, look, let's spit out 1 million of them. Out of those 1 million, how many of them do you think are actually working? Majority of them are, of course, but there's that, even if it's 1% of a million.
It's like a car. It's like a car. It's like everything else. A pair of pants. It's everything else.
But they say don't buy an American car on Friday and Monday. Why?
But don't fill up your gas.
Monday, half the Americans come to work, and Friday, half of them leave early.
Well, it doesn't make any difference what you make. There's going to be a certain percentage that are going to fail.
And they know that, and they allow for that. So that's why they won't even try to repair it. They automatically going to send you a new bird, just like they did when people started crashing the Maverick 2. Like, there weren't any parts for the drone because it's brand new. They put all their money into that, you know. And you can now you can buy batteries now. They're like $70 for the battery for the minute before.
How much are the batteries?
Like $70.
What?
Yeah, $69, man. But before they came out, you couldn't buy extra batteries. Either buy the Fly Me combo or you just buy the one with the one bird. Matt took his back. He told me the other day.
Oh, get out of here!
Yeah.
Why?
He said he couldn't get no more batteries, but then I realized what the batteries cost, so I could dig it. You know, $70 for a battery for that little joint.
So a Fly More bundle costs how much for the Mavic Mini?
It's $499. Yeah, $499.
$499 for a Fly More bundle with 3 batteries and a bird.
And the bird, yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, like those days, you could just throw it up and just take a shot, man. Like I say, like without all this editing crap and all that, you just want to just take a shot sometime, you know, and just.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what it's basically designed for. It's not designed to fly a quarter of a mile away and take a picture of a building and come back. It's designed for close quarter.
Exactly.
And it's not designed to be going full speed ahead for 5 miles and full speed ahead back.
Well, no, full speed ahead in 18-mile-per-hour winds or 10-mile-per-hour.
Right. Fighting the motors, putting stress on the motors. Like 17,000 miles, man. Like for that little thing, I'm just saying it's impressive for that thing to even done that. And he only lost video transmission like twice, but it came back. The feed was still locked solid, you know. Plus, he was over the desert. It wasn't nothing in his way anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there's definitely nothing around. I haven't seen the video myself, but anyway, Herman, you wanted to get into this RFID thing while I stepped away just for a minute?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm good with it now. I had my hands in the jar before, but after reading it and going through it and everything, it's like anything else, man.
Okay, well. Here is, what the hell happened there? Okay. Here is the link for those of you who own a drone and have not, I repeat, have not submit a comment for this RFID thing. Just leave a comment and say, yo, don't say I think that's effed up, but say, yo, are you guys out of your whacking mind or something like that? Leave some kind of comment.
Yeah, you know, just like you strongly disagree.
The link is too. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong one. No wonder. Wrong link. Duh. I copied a link on top of a link, even though it was supposed to erase the very first one. But you know how things go.
Yeah, Herm, so you got the bird situated to fly?
What happened?
You got your bird situated to fly? You get all your updates and everything? You put it to the test yet?
I didn't have to do any updates.
This isn't it.
I thought you said when you got it back, or your settings and all that. What about, I'm talking about?
On what, the Phantom?
Yeah, the V2, right.
I got that back a long time ago.
I know. So you flown it since? I mean, I didn't know you flown it. Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, today we were supposed to have a meetup at Bush Terminal Park, but because the wind was blowing so hard, wah. And like I said, any other damn day, these guys are out there flying.
That is true, because any other day it'll be a hurricane and it'll be out flying.
I know.
It was 40-mile-per-hour winds, but any other day they would be flying. But I guess,
you know what, Justin? I think they heard we was coming.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just starting junk.
Put it down.
I'm starting junk, but no. To be honest, it didn't matter to me what the wind was blowing because I wasn't bringing my DJI drone out there in that wind anyway. I was packed up. I had both my birds ready to go. I got like 10, 12 batteries ready to go. But what the hell?
Oh, batteries for what?
Look, for racing drones.
Oh man,
5 for 6 for 1.
Seconds.
Like 5 minutes.
I got copied out. 2 seconds.
Go up, spin around, come back down, and change the battery. Go up, turn around.
Listen, usually on a 4-cell battery, on a 4-cell with this little bird, with just cruising and not doing tricks, I can get 4 to 5 minutes. Today, I got about 3.5 minutes with the wind blowing anywhere from 15 to about 18 miles per hour.
3.5 minutes. That's like a bathroom break, you know? I mean, it's like,
You know?
Yeah, but I mean, it's better than just sitting in the house doing nothing. I had planned to fly today, so I said, "Damn it, I'm going to fly." I was up charging batteries. Now I got a bag full of batteries, and the messed up thing about it is, I'm gonna have to put them in storage mode because I have to work the next 2 days because then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Tomorrow's gonna be level. You're gonna be working. Tomorrow's gonna be nice though. So my batteries they charge.
And the next time that the weather's gonna be nice after tomorrow is Friday.
Yeah.
They're talking about 50s on Friday.
I'm bringing all 3 of my birds out tomorrow to burn them out,
Where you
man.
gonna be at tomorrow, Ray?
Wherever you want to be. Like I said, I gotta go to work, but after that or before that, just let me know, man. I mean,
All right.
you just let me know, and I'll make it happen. Whatever you just say, I'll make it happen.
You know, guys was starting to talk about remote ID.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's getting freaked out. Everyone's
Honestly, and I'll be honest with you, you should, because I was looking at some of the wording of this thing, and like I said the other day on Wednesday, nobody knows how it's going to lay out. Nobody knows how it's going to play out, but it does not look right.
nope.
The words are too ambiguous.
Yeah.
And it's like it's too many. I see too many doors left open for other things to happen. And the drones already. I mean, we complained when DJI said that they were gonna, and when DJI let it be known that your drones were broadcasting this ID, that the government now wants to create a system and give it to another party, to handle your ID when your drone already broadcasts its ID. So now what they want you to do, broadcast your ID to the third party for the third party to broadcast your ID. That doesn't make sense. That's like saying that you got to give your license, everybody in your neighborhood has to give their license plate number to one guy in your neighborhood so that he can take it down to motor vehicles and re-register your vehicles.
Yeah.
No. We already, our drones already broadcast our ID. We don't need a third party to do that. We already have a land system that they came up and they fought so hard to get this thing and they wanted everybody to comply with it. Now we don't know whether Lance is going to be up in the air or is Lance going to improve.
in there on
86.
like page 200 and something, it says Lance will no longer be used.
Yeah,
or-
Lance going to be done. Lance going to be done. They just spend all this time and then all this input to start it to kill it, you know.
And this is why I said that guys need to go and put their input in on this, that we already have this system.
True.
This constant changing, the constant redundancy and this, that, and the other. All you're doing is asking people to walk away. Why don't you just put your big boy pants on and ban the hobby completely? You don't do that because you want us to keep going into Best Buy and buying these drones.
True.
To hell with whoever buys this product, as long as they buy it and the money is being circulated. You don't care. So, and I say this again, guys need to go. Lawrence, put that link in there because I think I sent that link to you earlier. Put that link in there.
I got it. Anytime.
And voice your opinion.
Yeah.
Voice your opinion on how you feel about this and what we have already gone through.
There's a
Voice
green
your
button.
opinion on the fact that this may be something that is illegal to broadcast your information that way.
Right. Your personal
You understand?
information. And that's what people don't know. It's your personal information they're giving
A
up.
third party does not need to collect information on your. You already have a broadcast system through your drones already.
That's right,
Especially
Herman.
if you own a DJI drone.
I'm mad
Do
as
not
hell.
let them do this to you.
They're going to do whatever they want to
Listen,
do anyway.
you
Voice your
should be-
opinion.
They will
You-
try, and if you
Yeah.
let them, it's easier for them to get in your pants if you let them.
Yeah.
You leave your pants sagging.
And it's easy for Jeff Bezos to line their pockets too. It's easy for Jeff Bezos to line their pockets too.
Listen, on that link, there's a green button.
Nah,
that
I filled it
says
out already. You got to
straight
do
up
next month.
submit
Yeah.
a formal comment.
Yeah.
Listen, I've submitted one, and I have another email. I'm going to submit another one.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
You ain't got to be
You
no
gotta
long
put-
thing out. Just voice your opinion and send it in.
You
Yeah,
got to
you don't
put
gotta
this
go-
is illegal
Go
to give
crazy
up.
on them.
Yeah. That's what I said. I got people who don't even fly drones. Send it in.
You can even write it's illegal to take someone's personal information and distribute it to a third party member. Plain and simple. You see companies getting hacked. Look what happened to Facebook. They got the shit sued out of them because of that. Okay, because they were taking everybody's information and selling it to their competitors in competition. They were selling, Facebook was selling.
Herm, you see that shot on the football game real quick?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I see
You
that.
see that? You see the statue?
Yeah, I see
That
that.
look crazy.
You gotta
But
do
be
it.
cautious what you say. That's true.
But that's the
Listen,
thing.
hold on. Hadley has a valid point. Be cautious of what you say because negative comments will be rejected.
Yep.
Well,
So
if
don't
you-
go and you. What's
No,
that?
I'm not saying to go up there and start screaming
Well,
on them and get
But that's
stupid.
the
But you
thing
have
that
to
people put in
voice-
those crazy comments on it. Like if you click on how many comments, look at the first comment that's in there and look what it says.
Well, they expect that. They expect that. But the level-headed people, you guys need to put a comment saying it's illegal to take
Personally,
my
it's not
personal
even enough.
information and sell
There's
it
not
to
enough
someone else.
comments on there for the amount
Well,
of
that's the
drones that's
thing.
registered.
Everyone's saying you got all these YouTubers that got millions, like 2.3 million
Oh,
subscribers
they ain't getting involved
that
with
deal
that.
with
And they're
drones.
not telling, right?
We only have 968 comments up
Nah,
to date.
they
That's
ain't gonna
sad.
do it. They ain't
Well, what I see as the problem is like Ken Herron on his show, like on was it Thursday?
Yeah, I saw it.
He was kind of like poo-pooing that it's going to be a problem.
Right.
Then he posts today a video
Right.
today
Yes.
That was
where it was
last night.
completely
Yes.
turned around and he was hot.
He was hot. Yeah, he was smoking.
Yeah, because
And
everyone
Bear-
doesn't
and
realize
Bear-
what's actually going to happen. And
After,
everyone's
but
like,
really, everybody don't even know what's going to happen
Yeah.
if it's going to get passed. Even if it
Well,
gets passed, like
Right, you know what's gonna happen.
I know it's going to. I
You
know,
know
it's
what's
gonna
gonna
I
happen.
know.
Just like everything else
Right.
that happens, if you do not
do nothing.
do it for yourself,
Right. It's not going to
the,
get
the
passed.
government, any local law enforcement will always lie to you and try to cheat you if you
Yeah.
don't know what you have, what your rights are.
Yep.
True.
So if you allow them to do this, if we allow them to just come and give this is what we will have.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, Ray, one of the things I liked about Ken's thing this morning is he showed you in there exactly what it says.
Right. The
what it
exceptions,
means.
prohibits, and everything. He broke it down. Like, yeah, it's in details, man. Like, really. And then he had the other show with the guy who was explaining it. He was with the FAA, and he was like, it's like having when they came out with you gonna have to pay for TV back then. How everybody was
That's-
going crazy, and then
that's Jason
people get
Shepard.
used to it. Yeah,
The
but
guy
I'm just
from
saying,
World
like,
Pilot.
that's why I actively looking at that and then going through it and filling out the questionnaire. I'm like, you know what? Why am I getting pissed off for? Like, I'm not no rogue flyer. I'm gonna stay within the 400. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I mean, I don't concern me. Now the ID part, they are gonna find themselves in a major lawsuit with that. So right now they're just talking. They don't even have the particulars yet. They don't even know what the legalities are with giving people information out. Like you just said, Apple had that problem where they didn't give it up. Facebook had that problem. The FAA is not going to have no money to give nobody back. So they're going to be very, very careful what they do. They're just trying to spook people to get up out of this right now. It's about scare tactics.
You're right, Curtis.
You know, so I'm just saying we got to go with it. You know,
Curtis told Herman almost like, tell us what you really think, Herman.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, I mean, topics come up on here all the time, and guys say, well, we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it.
Don't.
It does talk right here, and it's dead.
Yeah.
It's just like that whole representation in Washington. It died. God said, we need to talk about it. Who are you talking to about it?
Well, I want to tell you guys, not only did Ken Herron do something, but if you're in the FPV world, you know who Joshua Bardwell is.
Yeah.
Some people love him, some people can't stand him, but he did a special live show yesterday or the day before, and he had some big people. That one guy that was in the AMA, who's an FPV pilot, and another guy that's kind of been in an FPV for like the last 4 or 5 years. To make long story short, these guys are trying to find out what they have to do to go to their local congressmen and senators and find out how they can stop this in their local states. And believe it or not, that's exactly what we need to do here in New York.
That's what the major problem is at FPV. They're the ones, and the fixed wing, they're the ones that's really got the ball in their booty right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're the one got the ball in their booty. So like I said, I'm not trying to sound selfish or anything. I'm not flying those birds, man. I'm just trying to worry about that more ID situation. And me personally, if you're in the air with one of those and you crash my bird, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem.
You're right, and this is what I said. Remember, I said this to you guys. I said this. I told you, but nobody listens to me.
No, we heard you.
The air traffic control for these drones is coming. I told you it was coming, but nobody listens. We repeat over and over on these shows, over and over the same topic, over and over. And now what's coming?
The FPV guys really got it stuck to them because there's several places in that where it talks about man-made aircraft don't qualify.
I told you that before.
You can't just go ahead and put together an FPV drone anymore.
Nope.
Herman, do you have that link? Herman, do you have that link from Drone U where the kid says that it may be and he's probably sure that it's illegal for them to take your information and sell it? Because if you guys don't watch Drone U, as of lately, they've been doing a lot on this RFID thing, and they are very thorough.
It should be in your messenger, but I get it.
Like I said, they got people that got lawyers out there waiting for them to do something foolish like that, and they're gonna get slapped in the face with so many lawsuits, man.
Well, they're gonna look for a class action lawsuit for sure.
Yeah, because there's probably already one out there being started, but it hasn't even got haven't even got passed yet. People already get it for, especially those FPV guys. They out there spending their chips, their monies, and everything to try to figure out a way. And I know one guy that I watched his page. He said he's been doing that for like 20 years, and he live it. So, but again, it's gonna be a GPS chip in those birds, or the GPS chip in your GoPros, or in your controller, but something.
Also, the guy on Drone U says they're at a big fail. Hey, Tom, what's up, Lens Capture? They're at a big fail and a stall right now because we already know DJI drones transmit their location. Basically, we know that from living here in New York. How many police helicopters have we seen fly up to us, go around us, hang out by us, all of the above? And the only way they could do that is if they saw us. I recall a time we were on Randall's Island before you couldn't fly there anymore. And there were about 15 to 25 of us out there. And there were about 8 drones in the air. And Herman was downtown. Herman was flying towards downtown. And I was like, look, Herman, check out that helicopter. And the helicopter sat there and hovered for about 15, 20 minutes. And you know what they were doing? They were collecting data. You want to know how we know they were collecting data? Because Herman and I fly up and down that East River all the time. And when a helicopter comes by and slows down, it's as if you can see them almost as if they're saying, oh, it's just them two. And they keep going. Wherever there's a group of drones, these helicopters would stop and collect data. And you know yourself, Ray, as much as you fly, how many times helicopters come over there by you? They don't, right? They come around, they go out over the water, but they don't come over by you. Why is that? Because they know that's a known area for drone flying, and they can see the drones.
And they can see.
So there's
RFID.
They can see DJI drones. I don't know what the hell Ortel or anyone else is doing, but I know they can see DJI drones. Now, this guy on Drone U also mentioned this would be a way for DJI to come out with an FPV bird with RFID in it.
Well, they got the goggles already, right?
Yeah, they have the goggles.
They bird is coming out, bro. They bird is coming out. You gotta know that.
They've been selling parts. They've been selling racing drone parts, and now they have the camera and the goggle systems.
Well, I think that camera package also is a control package. I think it has it built in there. They just have not turned it on.
Exactly my point.
That's why they came out with it, man.
Exactly my point.
They made you buy the controller to put with your bird now, and you can operate it. It's coming out.
And
check this out. Not to cut you off. They knew this remote ID thing was going to happen. See,
of course.
They're smart, man. They know it.
Of course they did. And you want to know something else? How many car dealers you know out there build a motor to the car and don't have the frame for it? Nobody. DJI did exactly that. They built the guts for the drone and they don't have a body for it. You can bet your bottom dollar they have a fully built bird.
Yeah,
hey, Lawrence, I'm sending this your way.
Curse you, Paul.
An hour ago, there was no snow.
Stop it. Paul's experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. I knew you, Paul. Paul, stop it. You keep that stuff over there. Get it. Keep that over there.
Your way.
The mass collection on data on pilots is currently illegal. Hey, what's up? Lens capture, you are right, but it's not them actually the collection of data, because here in New York, Tom, you know, they have our information. The people who really fly here in New York City, they know who you are. The people who do rogue stuff here in New York City, they know who you are. Trust me.
You can't stop them from collecting that information if they have something that can read the information.
Right, but the RFID specifically says
you cannot contract that information to be collected by a third party for you.
And this is where it's illegal, because the RFID laws that they're trying to come out with and trying to pull the wool over you guys' eyes is literally saying, by using our USS system, not only are we charging you to use AirMap before you fly and stuff like that, but we have the right to take your information and hand it down to anyone who asks us for it. Hey, Roger, we're not talking law enforcement. Okay.
I don't even think it's going to be that the way it's wording out now. You're talking about now a third party involved in that. A
third party, basically anyone who has any damn money. Okay, I have $10 million. I want the name of every drone pilot in the Northeast corridor of the United States, and I guarantee you $10 million. Somebody will give it to me with that in effect.
Not like that, Lawrence. Not like that. Like I mentioned to you before, if you guys, took the time out to check out any of the symposium that went on with the FAA, when I told you that this shit was coming, and everybody was like, Since then, I've told you that Airbus and Pix4D was working on, air traffic control for drones.
Right.
We talked
about early last year.
We talk about that was late this year, like late last year. But these things are happening slowly but surely. They don't have it yet. They're working on it.
Hey, Plummet.
Once again, like drone delivery is. We talk about drone delivery, but they're only doing it in Maryland there and Virginia and certain North Carolina.
Yes.
Virginia.
Hey, Saigon.
And it's still in testing in Virginia, but it's actually happening in North Carolina. So it's not everywhere yet. So none of this is playing out yet. But as you see where it's going, it's looking to take over everything and eventually push the hobbyists completely out of this. You know, and I said this before. I told you that this air traffic was coming.
Click that like button.
So you're gonna have to get in and somehow get involved in that. And I don't think that we need a third party involved to get us into the broadcasting of the ID to be broadcasted through a third party to get into that air traffic control. Our drones already broadcast an ID. To give it to another party to hold on to that information up to however long that they're allowed to hold on to it, I'm not good with that.
I agree with you 100%. My problem is we are giving away so much information already. To have someone else come and say Joe Smo down the block can take my information and do whatever he wants with it is wherein lies the problem.
Right. That's like saying that we have a guy that is going to come around and collect everybody's address and information and everything, and I'm going to go down to motor vehicle and register your car for you. No. There's a reason why I have a license plate on my car, and the law enforcement is the only one that's privy to the information as to whose vehicle that is.
I'll be right back. Excuse me a second. Paul, please feel free to jump in. Justin, feel free to jump in.
Justin?
I'll be right back.
I mean, that's how I look at it. You know, I can't tell anybody else how to look at it or how to feel about it, but it's just certain parts of it that I have a problem. I have a problem with my drone broadcasting its signal out to it because it already does that. I knew that when I purchased it. Yeah. But to just to hell with that and then now come up with some other system.
Hey, Eagle FVP.
I don't know about that one.
Why don't we just put an ankle brace on it so they could just know where you're at?
But it does that already.
Yeah, it does.
Exactly. It is an ankle
every
brace.
Every time that home point is marked, you just marked where the hell you are.
Yeah, and that's with DJI, but not a lot of the other ones.
They broadcast within their own system.
You know, and it's
they're not as quite as sophisticated.
I don't see what the big fuss is. Okay. Right now, their hands are tied. Our hands are tied. We have to see how it plays out. But
Nobody's
each and every
hands
time,
is really tied.
Click this link, okay, and leave a comment saying it's illegal to take my personal information and sell it to a third party. And that's more than enough that you have to put.
What link is that you put there, Lawrence?
This is the link to the federal registrar where the document
the one I sent
will be taken down March 2nd. We have 57 more days. There are only 968 public comments, and most of them are full of hate.
Guys, please
can't
sit down and write it out, make sense, read it over, make this thing sound like, you know,
like you know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yes,
please,
yes.
Please. For the sake of the hobby, for the sake of yourself being able to do this, sit down and take your time and write this down intelligently and copy it in there.
If you have a friend who likes the fact that you fly drones, have your friend sign. All they request is that you leave an email. Okay.
I mean, they even got guys sending letters.
Right. People are typing letters. It's very important. Hey, Mia's Drone Adventure. It's very, very important that you go to this link. And if you fly a drone or do not fly a drone, but you come here to support our channel, please go there and leave a nice, decent comment saying what you are doing is illegal to take someone's personal information and sell it to a third party. Because that's basically what the FAA is trying to do. Because if the FAA creates this monster database, this can't be any closer to I don't know the exact word to use, but identity theft. This will be the largest identity theft ever performed.
It's possible.
It's dude. It's
very possible. Because I mean, think about it. Look how much. All right.
True. Be
Target.
articulate.
Target gets hit every single year.
Yep. Yes, they do.
Target department store gives up everybody's credit card information every year.
Yes.
You think I want somebody like Target handling something like this?
Right.
Do you want somebody like Target handling something like this?
That's true.
Target gets hit every single year.
Yes, they get hacked on the regular.
Every year.
Listen, guys,
hacked or they giving it away.
Whether you support the drone community or not, support this cause, because if they're going to do it with the drone community, they'll be able to turn around and do it with anything else.
Oh yeah, you remember
they're already taking your cell phone. How come to play a game in your phone, they want control of your phone book, they want access to your texts, and they want to be able to make and not make calls, because you're giving them your information and you're letting them do it by playing that game and agreeing to their TOS, terms of service. It's the same thing in the drone community.
Well, Justin can attest
Support
to
each other's
he
guys.
Drives here in New York.
What happened?
Justin knows this one because he drives here in New York. Justin, you pay registration for your vehicle, right?
Yep.
What do you pay it for?
2 cars.
Huh? No, I'm saying, what do you pay it for?
To drive my car.
To put your car on the street, right? Yep. On the street, they don't want it on?
Yep.
So what are you paying registration for? To put it on the street, they don't want it on? So we paying registration for? We can't drive it nowhere. We can't park it nowhere. What are we paying registration for?
True. Herman comes home every day, and it takes him a half hour to 2 hours, if not 3, to find parking in a neighborhood he lives in.
Nowhere.
In a neighborhood he lives in.
We can't park it nowhere. You go to Manhattan, you can't park your vehicle. They don't even want you driving. Streets that were 2 lanes and congested, they've now narrowed them down to 1 lane.
Hey, Paul, why don't you go lay down, buddy? Why don't you go take a nap, buddy? You look beat down.
I'm good. I am a little beat down, but I'm good.
Yeah, well,
if I pass out, just let me know.
Well, if you fall off a frame, then I'll be worried. But yeah, exactly.
Just don't hit the edge of the table.
Don't hit that beautiful TV in the back.
But
now, see, even that's good.
Herman, think about it. You gotta, like you said, you gotta pay to register your car to drive on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then we gotta
have insurance.
We gotta have insurance.
Uh-huh.
Then you gotta pay to get from Queens to New Jersey or Brooklyn, vice versa. If it's a bridge.
Worse off, you have to pay to get from Queens to Queens.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
New York is the only place that has a toll where you have to pay to get from one side of the borough to the other.
Why do you have to do that?
Pay tolls
out here where I live, Herman.
So they could
out here where I live, you pay.
You don't have to pay that toll to get out of there.
No, you don't have to. But I'm saying
you don't have to. But if you want to go out quicker, you will.
Guys, please support each other's channel, and welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys. Make a long story short, I'm going to keep posting this link. Take this link and put it on your social media and ask your friends to help keep the drone community going. Tell them to leave a nice comment. Be articulate about it. Don't go in there, you stupid a-holes, because they're just going to take that comment and throw it away, and that doesn't count.
Get your grandparents.
Rhino, we're not starting with that bull. Sunday night beefeater time.
Oh,
Rhino, you're instigating.
Get that beefeater, Lawrence.
Get that beefeater. No. I did.
Oh, Lawrence is gonna. All right, Lawrence, turn it into a drinking.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. The last time I drank before Christmas, it was much too fast.
Oh, you mean this is before
too
Christmas
much too fast?
I guess so.
That was perfect.
What did he say?
I guess so, he said.
No, this is before Christmas. If you say, yeah.
Drone bum, how are you? Hey, drone bum,
You got a lot of time to recover.
Those guys
Christmas
want you
time.
to hold on, Herman. Drone Bum lives on the island, about 20 to 40 minutes from me.
And he does not sleep.
Yeah, I know he doesn't sleep. Now, Drone Bum, along with me, wakes up the roosters.
No, you still get up first, wake the rooster up, and then the rooster wakes up Drone Bum. That's why you're the only one that could probably
That's
fly
a possibility. Can you come on in here, Drone Bum? Yeah, you saw your Well, anyway, they canceled that Brooklyn meetup. They did cancel it. So that's why I didn't put information. But we would like to have you on those guys. Okay. If you want to join on, you can, if Paul or someone has your email. And we would also like you to come fly with those guys, because technically, even though you're a few peninsulas over on Long Island, we're still in the same area. You know, so we would love for you to come out here and fly with us. The problem is, I got to get my radio back from Twan sometime this week. What happened,
Lawrence?
Yeah,
is your email on your channel?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Drone Bum, send me an email right now.
You an email.
Yeah.
And you can
send me an email right now, and that'll be, we can get you in here, plain and simple.
Wow,
I must admit,
this is like going into the department store, not getting anybody to help you or something. I got to jump up and down.
The same thing happens when you go in Costco.
Holy shit! It's like going to Home Depot in here.
Same thing happens when you go to Costco, and BJ's, and Target, and all of those other places.
I don't need any help in those places.
Well, fortunately, when I go into those places, I know what I want. Because if you don't, you'll be in there forever.
No, a place like Home Depot, they could move it to another location, and then you just don't know.
True.
Mia's drone. What is it? Mia's drone adventures. I subscribed. I think they only had like 69 subscriptions on that channel.
But in here, trying to get a word in is like having one bowl of food for like 20 puppies.
All right. Well, you got time. Okay, hold on. This stupid Windows thing came up. You guys stay occupied. dronebum@yahoo.com. I'm gonna send you an invite right now, buddy. And I'm erasing that comment. Well,
what comment?
What are you commenting on there again now?
Oh, okay. I'm sending you one now from 3rd floor, 3RDFLOR 354.
What's going on, Roger?
Roger, how are you, buddy? And I'm sorry I wasn't able to come on during your Christmas rampage and all of that, but to be honest, it's
Yo, this morning
I'd be tired.
I'm catch you guys this morning because I was shocked.
I just sent you a link,
and I went back and
join on in. Give it a few seconds, Drone Bum, and you should have it explicit. How are you, brother? And welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys, the first live stream of the year.
That's the second one, but that's all right. We were on Wednesday. Once again, guys,
the first Sunday live stream of the year.
I know.
Woo!
No man is an island.
Man down.
No man is an island.
Yeah.
This is our second live stream for the year, folks.
Second live stream for the year. First Sunday, first Wednesday. Okay. Justin. I'm disappointed with you, man.
Wow.
Because he didn't come out and play today.
Here we go.
Justin looks like he's under the table. I know he keeps that bottle of hooch under there.
Yeah, where's your bottle of hooch, Justin? You got to see, he could spin around and
put it in the cabinet under the.
It's in the cabinet. After that night you were on here drinking and you started sharing with your wife, you put that shit away, huh?
Oh, we're gonna start round 2. We can do that.
Hey, he's ready. Lawrence, did you get any more moonshine?
No.
My God, you going down? You going over there? You going out there?
What happened?
What's that?
Yes.
Just finished supper. We'll have to do the dishes soon. Computer on. Okay, we
I hope
appreciate
that
you, Roger, for
somebody at
listening.
CES that's going to
Saigon.
advertise a drone actually has one for sale and not like Skydio that's still saying, you know, we want to sell you a drone, but we're hoping that we get enough $100 deposits in to buy some more stuff to make them.
Well, you remember that one, Herman, that Evolve that they came out
Yeah, they're coming out with a new one.
Coming out with a new one that's going to have interchangeable lenses.
They kind of revamped the body a little bit. It's got the phantom legs.
Okay, drone bum.
Like the phantom legs on it. I saw a picture of it, but I can't find anywhere. Somebody showed a picture of it, but I can't find it.
Herman mentioned it to me, and I literally searched and searched and searched, and there was one picture of that bird with the phantom 4 legs. Everything else with the Evolve 2 is the original Evolve.
Oh, you saw the picture?
Yeah, the one, the one with the supposed Evo 2 and the supposed Mavic 3, where somebody just put lights on top. I wasn't going to promote some Photoshop picture.
Wow.
I wasn't going to support the Photoshop picture. But
this week at CES, they're supposed to be introducing the Evolve 2.
Yeah, that's what
Evolve 2, as well as Autel is supposed to be bringing out the Evo 2.
Evo 2, yeah.
Don't believe the hype. They can't even bring out firmware in the same year as they come out with a new drone.
So wasn't the Evolve 1 kind of like in the Expire class?
The Evolve 1 would be what happened if an Inspire pooped out a bad turd.
No, it wasn't a bad looking drone. It's just that it didn't fly very well. What, you get 200 yards away and you lose signal?
Oh, you could throw further than it could fly.
Well, the one I laughed at, was it Ken Herron was trying it out, and he landed it and the props took off and went right straight up.
I didn't see that. Now that I would remember.
Does 4K at 120 frames per second?
Listen. All I can say is Evolve. Any drone company that comes out, I'm for any drone company that wants to come out with something legitimate. But don't come out with something that as soon as you cross the street, it goes in the return to home.
Well, the Evolve 2 is supposed to have 7K distance.
Can I ask you a question, Lawrence?
What?
Based upon this conversation, when are you going to let them?
What am I going to what?
You said what you said about the Evolve and Evolve 2, and I said, based upon this conversation that we're having, when are you going to let them come out with a drone that can do this?
He's not.
Well, seeing is believing. I mean,
okay, well, let them come out with it.
Right now, the Tello goes
trashing something that does not exist yet.
True. Just like the Evo 2 does not exist yet, because supposedly, and also Drone U brought this up as well on his live stream.
Finds it hard
how
to be
Autel, what happened?
Nothing.
He brought up how Autel, why would Autel bring up a drone and not tell anyone about it when they've sold so few Evos?
Well, I can honestly answer that one. The same way.
Hey, Jackson.
The same way Skydio came out with the Skydio 2, and they had like 10 of them, and they sent them out to the guys that do reviews on YouTube that are big, and then they waited for the deposit money to come in so they could make a few to send out to a few people, and they waiting on more deposit money to come back. The same way when you go out and you buy a video game and it's got glitches in it, and then in the next couple of sets of those video games that come out, those glitches disappear. But the same reason why when you buy a cell phone and the cell phone's got quirks, and like 6 months after you own the cell phone with all the updates, those quirks disappear. Everybody's doing it now. Why not try it? Forget about it.
Yeah, I guess.
Why not try it? Forget about it. They're going to buy it anyway.
So we need to get somebody that does some really, really good computer graphics, Justin, and come out with some type of drone and start a Kickstarter.
Yeah. We can collect money and by the time the 3, 4, 5 of us could get one flying around and people will think it's out, we can collect $100 and we can just keep. It's a Ponzi scheme the same way, just like your man did.
Only available in European and Mexico.
What is AJ Alvarez saying? Shoot him the link for.
The link for what?
That's what I'm asking. Here's the FAA link for everyone to go sign with your email.
Oh.
Be nice, be articulate. The Flight Fanatics, what's up? How are you, buddy? Happy New Year. This link right here, you guys, that I just put in the chat, I've been putting all night. You have to go there and be civil about it. We know they're trying to give us the short end of the stick is in the drone world, but you have to leave a comment saying what you're doing is ludicrous. Be articulate about it. Let them know you're not happy with these new drone rules that are coming out.
Yep.
And now out of the 8 million, repeat, 8 million drone owners, registered drone owners in the United States, there's only 968 comments on this page. And out of that 968, more than half of them have curses and bad stuff on them. So that's not helping the cause.
Well, I bet you out of that 8 million drone owners, registered drone owners, is probably less than half of them still around.
Well, I think that's drones, not drone owners.
Well, registered drones.
No, correction. That's 8 million drones owned in the United States.
Drones,
no, I'm sorry. I did because I did get that from Drone U. Okay. And thanks for correcting me, Herman. It is 8 million drone owners in the United States.
Yeah, again, drone owners, but that's not the number of drones because a lot of people have more than one drone.
That's what I'm saying. It's drones, not drone owners.
Yeah, right. But not enough people are getting this federal register, and I want to know why. Why? If I live here in New York and people here in New York are signing it, and I know someone in California, and there are people across the United States that are supposed to be signing this thing and passing it on to their friends. I've seen more signatures for a crooked politician.
I just registered my mini. I registered my mini for this,
and if you fly a drone, he wants to come on live. AJ Alvarez wants to come on live. We don't know who you are, AJ Alvarez, to come on live. We don't just do that, unfortunately. I've never seen him at the live stream, but maybe he's popped in or been listening or lurking or whatever. But we appreciate that. The only way you come on this panel is by invite or recommendation through someone. And the views and opinions that are heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel tonight. Don't take it personal. But we don't just let anyone in our house. Plain and simple. And with that, we should do a drop. You guys ready? Paul, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Oh, you have to download the Zoom app, Drone Bum. Download the Zoom app. Right. You have to have the app on your phone.
Once the link, he clicked the link, it's gonna open it.
It should open up automatically once
he said he was having a problem on his phone or something, but
he's on his phone.
Yeah, here we go.
He might have to download it on the phone.
Yeah, first. He might have to download the actual app to his phone. On the PC, it takes you straight in. Yeah. And on a tablet, it takes you straight in because it downloads it in the background or whatever.
I've gotten it off my email off my phone and went straight in too. Actually, we're using Android or Apple.
Anyway, let's do this drop. Sunday Nights with Those Guys is sponsored by Those Guys.
I kind of see where Valor's coming from now.
Click that like button.
Listen to Herman.
Don't we say that every week?
I kind of see where Valor's coming from now. I know where it's coming from.
Where?
The beginning of the whole thing.
It's not.
You do. This is exactly what you just did. You took a perfectly good drop that I put together and turned it into something that you got pain to do it. Sunday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by Those Guys. If you don't feel it, nobody else is going to feel it.
All right.
Sunday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by
Those Guys.
Come on, man, get in it. Gotta get in it.
All right, here we go. Sunday Nights with Those Guys is sponsored by Those guys. All right, that's how you do it.
See Val, okay. That's how we do it.
That's how you gonna do it.
We appreciate it.
Where is Val?
Mia's Drone Adventures. we got to get you on the panel one day, but I would prefer to get you on the panel
got a
on
question
Herman's
for you
live stream.
guys.
Yeah, he wants to put you over on Herman's live.
Yeah, look
Because
at this.
stop it, Paul. Stop it. Because Herman is that close.
You
to
was
becoming
hanging out with
monetized.
Paul a lot. I see that. Who are you sending to my live stream?
What?
Who are you sending to my live stream?
Yeah, don't bother coming on my live stream. Go over to Herman's. Go to Herman's.
No. Stop it,
Listen,
Paul.
no, but I got a question. Where did Bill get all of these pictures of this of this Evolve 2?
Who?
Website.
Bill, the drone reviewer.
Bill, a drone reviewer?
Yeah.
Who knows? He probably drew them.
Stop. Stop.
You asked.
Stop.
Hey, Sean, you got time to come on, or you're just listening tonight?
If you do,
I could use
go
some.
over to
I could use some.
Herman's
I could use some help with these characters.
Sean, if you got time, go over to Herman's channel, will you?
Yeah, he don't mind. Come on over.
Oh no, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on here.
Matter of fact, I'll be back. I'm gonna go live on my channel and come back.
Okay, hold on. Geeks Vana, let me send him an invite. Oh no, that's not the invite. That is the registration to. All right, hold on. Paste link, INK. Anyway, as I was saying, Herman is that close to becoming monetized. When I say that close, that's why people come here, the banter. You should see when we're drinking. You talk about the banter. No, we appreciate you, Mia. All it takes is someone to pull out a drink, and then these guys don't know how to behave themselves.
Oh, these guys, those guys. What?
Yeah, those guys are not a behave.
I'm just playing.
I'm
I'm
you,
just
Bill
playing.
got pictures of this thing, man. Like it's
What?
almost
It's
as if.
on their website.
It's on.
How
it's
come
on-
Lawrence
it's
couldn't
on
find it
our
earlier?
website.
How come I couldn't find any images?
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'll pull
You're
it up.
saying
Man,
on X Dynamics website. X.
Well, you can, when you have those moonshine evenings, sometimes you get a little lost on the website.
X Dynamics, their website. Done. Okay, let's see what's happening.
yeah, that's the
here.
pictures.
Evolve 2. That's it.
Yep.
Nah,
That's
Bill
it.
had more pictures than that.
He has more
Come
pictures
on.
because they talk about different cameras as they'll have on it, but this is the basic.
The Evolve.
It's
Well,
built
I'm
like
on
the
X
unique.
Dynamics
It's almost
page.
built like the unique.
I'm on X Dynamics page now, and their main. Hold
Nah,
on.
see, that's the old bird picture.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying now. Oh, there you go, Justin. Yeah, see, I got a bridge to sell. It's called the
But it
Brooklyn
just says
Bridge.
Evolve 2 coming soon.
Right,
Right.
right. Now, the picture that I saw was of it's Herman said it had Phantom 4 legs, and that was the only difference because it actually had 4 legs coming down, joining
All
into
right,
one.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find
All right,
that
Metro
video.
Drones just sent you a $10 sticker.
Metro Drones, we appreciate you here on Sunday nights with those guys more than you ever know.
Thank
we
you very
really
much.
do. And we would appreciate it if
Me and
you
Justin
keep
want to cut
coming
it
by
out.
and supporting those guys.
Especially over to Herman's channel on Wednesday.
We got Squid.
Me and Justin want to cut it at $10. So
They got to cut that into thirds after the 30%.
All right. So add the
So Justin, that's a
I want
shot
my
for you.
$2.23.
Justin, that's a shot for you. Herman, that's a shot for you. We know, we appreciate you, seriously. We
No,
appreciate
I'm just
every little-
saying, they give you all the super chats and Lawrence go back.
what happened?
Birds to crash in the park. Huh?
I didn't hear what you said.
Nothing.
See, here we go.
There we go.
Here we go. I try really hard with you guys.
Hello, Metro Drones. How you doing?
I'm trying to find that link to send it to you.
Okay. Well, you can put the link in the chat.
I can do that too.
Yeah, you can put it in the chat. We here and those guys have a few things planned for the new year. We wanted to kind of bring in the new year with some things that would bring you back watching the videos and stuff like that. How would I say? Those guys we're thinking about coming out with some
merchandise.
Yes. Okay. Herman, you have that hat?
What hat?
Okay, never mind. So as I was saying,
what, the new one?
Yeah, no, not the new, not the new one, the old new one.
The old new one.
It's around here somewhere.
Okay, never mind. All right. Lawrence, we're thinking about coming out with some merch. Hey Ray, Mia says cheer up.
Now I'm watching this game, y'all. It's killing me right now.
See, yeah. See, he's acting like he's paying attention, but he's really watching TV.
Yeah, I told you, boy, football, it's playoffs.
And if you see Herman go like this, he's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I got another monitor over here.
Second time, two-time.
I have another monitor right here that's giving me up-to-date information on the stock market and the drone.
Yeah, me too. I have a play-by-play on the 50 right now.
Well, if we can get some of those guys merch going out, like I was saying, if we can get some of those guys merchandise going out, it'll be a better year for everyone. Because
well,
we're looking. What's that, Paul?
Lawrence, you're going to have that new hoodie that says those guys. See Herman Green's channel.
Right, see Herman Green.
You're not going to let me
That's
hear
where it's going, right, Paul?
Yeah.
You hear this, Ray, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Saints lost. Logan Carpenter. I know a few people that were rooting for the Saints, but another one bites the dust.
All right.
And tell me, since we're talking about football, why is it the only New York team that no one talks about, Buffalo, did better than the Jets and the Giants?
Too cold up there.
Cricket. Hold it.
Because for those of you who don't follow sports or don't really understand how sports work, Buffalo is not a New York team. It's a Buffalo team. Football teams represent cities.
Right.
True.
Buffalo represents the city of Buffalo.
True.
The same way Dallas does not play in Dallas, but they represent the city of Dallas. Do I have to explain this again?
Yes.
Yeah, to non-sports guys. Yeah.
I am. I admit it. I'll admit it. The only time I watch sports is the last half of playoffs and the championship games. I will admit that.
They'll be gone next week. They'll be watching the Super Bowl with all of the Dallas fans and the Giants fans and probably the Philadelphia Eagle fans.
Yeah.
Well, hey Johnson, how are you? Welcome to Happy New Year to you as well, Ibass.
Listen, there's only one team I can count on winning for me.
One team?
Yeah, and we already took care of our business.
That's his high school.
On the rest of these professional yokel dokels to get it done.
All right. Well, I'm not such a big sports fan. I'll admit that. But I watch from the halfway through the playoffs. When they start talking about it every day on the news, then I get interested, and then I can keep up with everything that's going on like that. Other than that, I couldn't tell you a damn thing. I couldn't tell you who the quarterback was for what team or whatever.
Well, Mia's Drone Adventures is from the UK. Wants to know if your merch is going to be available to be sent to the UK.
I would send merch to the UK. Hell yeah.
On his channel.
On
Herman's channel?
On Lauren's channel.
On my channel, I would. All right. See, I was trying to give you some, I was trying to give you some love and say we could do it through Herman's channel, but I'll do it. Yes, I would send merch to the UK. Definitely.
See, Lawrence, I don't know if you can see that picture right there.
I just subbed you, Mia. So you know, all you guys have to do.
Okay. Yes. I see it.
With that little like.
Hold on. Let me see if I hold it up. Let me see if I can pin your video. There you go. That's exactly. Yeah. Actually, that's not even the one I saw. So the one I saw was photoshopped. It was the Evolve with Phantom legs airbrushed onto it.
That's probably what this is.
No, the Evolve was a little rounder. This one is more torpedo cigar. This is more hero shaped. The Evolve looked more like a torpedo.
Kind of like the torpedoes that are flying all over out in Colorado at nighttime.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk about that. Since we're on the topic. Those drones that are flying.
Get your juice out, because that's the only way you're going to be able to talk about this the way that sheriff's deputy did. I get your hooch out.
What did he, I didn't see that.
He chased this thing all over the county. He had to be on hooch.
I heard he chased it, but I didn't know he did an actual interview. Did he?
No, he did. Didn't they say you? So who read what he said there? Somebody read it.
Right. Someone said that the police officer chased them and all of a sudden got spooked.
Yep.
How are you a police officer chasing something and then you got scared?
Hold on, Lawrence. Stop. Stop. Don't ask questions you already know the answer to.
Yeah. You're right. And we do support all law enforcement.
But they get spooked on the regular.
We are law-abiding citizens, and we do follow all drone laws. This is true. So the views and opinions that are heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel tonight. Disclaimer said.
What happened?
But talking about this, my only problem is they claim, now they've already established that some of them are drone lights. Now, here's the excuse that the news station here in New York said today. Hold on, my sister-in-law just texted me. Would you like to switch cars now? Hold on 1 second, guys. Every Sunday, she asks me the same question at the same time. Not until after 7 p.m. Okay. Anyway, the most stupidest excuse I heard on the news today was they are using drones to check oil wells for leaks. Okay, one. Okay. And they are using drones to do wire inspections. Now, the wire inspection I could kind of see, but the places that they're showing these drones flying, and these drones are, a lot of them are hovering and zigzagging back and forth. Some people say they're looking for something. Some people say it's military. The military says it's not us. The local municipalities say it's not us. So as far as what's going on with them, who the hell knows? All I know is there's been a rash of drones out over from Nevada, going somewhere. They're actually even crossing state lines.
Into Nebraska, I think. Yep.
Right. So anyone got any input on it? Hold on. Let me see if I can find something.
It's almost like remember back in the 70s and 80s it was swamp gas? Yeah. They all saw swamp gas.
Yeah. In Colorado and Nebraska, they're complaining in both spots, mysterious drone sightings. To be honest, they've shown pictures of these places where these drones are. And I'm going to be honest with you. Paul, I don't see nothing out there.
Paul,
I really don't see nothing out there except a bunch.
When it snows out by you guys, right? They use the regular salt to melt the snow.
Yeah.
Right. Where? Okay.
I use calcium chloride, but yeah.
Okay. No, because I'm wondering. I think it's already contaminated the drinking water.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I mean, come on, man. I'm listen. I said it the other day when we talked about this, and people say, "Oh, why do you don't think there's other intelligent life out there?" I do. You don't. You said intelligent life. It was intelligent life. It wouldn't come here.
True. This is true. That's very, very true. And if you were intelligent, why would you come here with all the mayhem and stuff going on?
We can't even fly 2 pounds of plastic across the street without having a whole hang up with the federal government.
Hello, Johnson Ivath. How you doing?
I'm looking at this link you sent me for CES. Yeah, looking at this link you had sent me. I'll probably look at it a little later on, but
yeah, I posted in the chat if anybody wanted to look at it too.
Yeah. Just bookmark it and come back. Drone Life RC, how are you? and welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys.
Hey, Drone Life.
What's good, man?
No FPV news, no real drone news out there. Everyone is talking this RFID thing, and to be honest, I'm tired of it.
Well, the only thing is a little while ago in here I posted, and I can post it again. I posted the link to Ken Herron's show today, which I thought was, he can be a little off the wall, but he was very succinct and very well prepared in his comments.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I saw that last night when I was sitting here.
No, this is the one this morning.
No, I saw that last night. Well,
Huh?
late last night I saw it.
Okay. I'm just seeing it's real. No one.
The one that he went into talking about the laws. He went into reading. He highlighted.
Yep.
I saw that last night before I went to bed.
I'm wondering, does he have people that write for him, or is he actually who's on his team to help him obtain this information? I would be interested to know that.
Everybody got a copy of it. I mean,
right.
Well,
He probably just read it like everybody else probably didn't. He just probably went.
Here's the interesting thing, though. I think the government is trying to snooker the average person. They're not going to sit down and read 315.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
You're 100% right.
Paul, you're 100% right. That's exactly what
in the beginning. I said that in the beginning of the show. That's a setup, like
right. That's why you only got how many comments on there?
Yeah,
that's why
968.
Yeah, and you got 8 million drone people. Like, yeah, really?
8 million drones sold in the United States. Correct. Even if you take half of that 8 million and just say they're not flying, there's still 4 million.
Well, no, that's drones registered. Some of those those drones that are registered are registered to more than one, person.
I got you.
Those drones are registered. Several of those drones are registered to one person.
Okay.
So if you cut that into a quarter, you still don't even have enough to make noise.
Right.
With
968 comments is almost embarrassing. And I'm going to be honest about it, knowing that more than half of those comments are going to be erased anyway.
Well, and the thing of it is that's like sitting down. You guys might be old enough to remember sitting down with a Sears catalog back when it was in its day, going through and reading that sucker cover to cover.
That's true. You went to the stuff you were interested in.
Yep.
Basically. You're right about that.
Table of contents.
You're also dating yourself.
Hold on. Sears had a catalog?
Yes, they had a catalog, Herman, that was about 2 inches.
Tell us about it, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Paul's talking about it.
Well, you sympathize.
No, they do. They did have a catalog. Yeah,
it was Sears and Roebuck catalog.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to.
He was trying to needle you, Lawrence.
I'm ignoring him.
Now, I remember the Sears catalog because the back section of it used to have the toys around Christmas.
Toys, yeah.
And I used to go over there to get my racetracks. Well,
John,
the old Sears is right up the street.
Ibass says he bet there will be less regulations as time goes by. Well, you want to know what?
What?
Yes and no. Yes, in the fact that they're getting rid of Lance. They set up all these airports to accept Lance. I don't believe they're truly getting rid of Lance totally. I mean, to take all this time to set up Lance.
Lance will either disappear or get bigger.
Right. This is what I'm saying. And right now, Lance is telling people where they can fly. These USS apps that are going to come out that they want people to pay for.
That's what I thought Lance was. That's what Lance was in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's true. And now they're getting rid of it. They honestly don't know what the hell they want to do. And I think they're wasting millions and millions of dollars.
Oh, they know what they want to do. They know what they want to do. And I told you it was done a long time ago when I checked out the symposium. And I'm like, there is not one drone representative there. It's only big business.
Right.
Big business and the FAA doing business as usual.
Mia says
we've all done the research.
She thinks that the actual rules will get worse as time goes on. And thank you very much, Ibass, for hitting the like. We appreciate it. There are gray areas that they need to cover. And right now, 319 pages can't cover it all. And it has to do a lot with giving up people. They don't tell you that you're giving up your personal information, but according to their rules, you will be able to identify a person. There's a difference between a drone saying, hey, I'm a drone in the air, I'm a Phantom 4 professional, and I'm flying at this altitude and this speed, as opposed to the drone saying that and saying, Ray is flying me down on Beach 53rd Street, and this is where he's at.
Right.
Finger pointing to
Come
him.
get him.
Yeah. That's
or are they going to go even one step further and say that he lives on 387 St. Mark's Avenue? And, you know, are they going to do that?
Right.
And they do that, then I'm going to have that 357 on the edge. You come to my house with some drone nonsense. I wish you would.
You was
but could you imagine that?
Watching my wife.
Yeah.
Could you
That's what I'm
imagine
saying
that,
about
though?
this thing with these people now. They may give them access with this app with a third party person where you can.
I think that's illegal too.
Yeah, that's illegal one. You know, like
you're flying over my house, watching my wife with the curtains closed.
Right.
Yeah,
while she was in the bathroom.
So you know what? When somebody mentioned that, like I've been speaking to, you know, I sit on a lot of different boards and right up the, you know, the city council and the mayor's board, all that. So a lot of these topics come up, and you know, and they always think about me on these things, and they always get my input on it. And I tell them like that Amazon thing, it'll never happen in New York City. The mayors are never gonna have that, even though they bumped them out here. Amazon ran out here. There's too many buildings in New York City, too much liability factors in the risk for people. They never will do that in New York City. Especially with the fact that you can take a helicopter ride that costs $300 for 45 minutes. And if you slip the pilot $200, he'll fly below 200 feet so you can get that picture of the Statue of Liberty. Not even now. I'm talking about for deliveries and stuff like that.
I know one thing.
You know, like
our skies will look terrifying to see drones passing back and forth like that.
Huge
just to deliver like some socks or some,
exactly.
know, or some medication.
Some landing gears, right?
Right, or just to deliver some Theraflu.
Dog food.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, seriously.
Kim wants to see them deliver a bowling ball so bad. Like, that's the only thing that's sold.
That would make his day, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's bad enough people robbing packages. Imagine they dropping a package and somebody just going there. It's like free fall, baby. Like, I ain't get it.
You would have to make sure that person is there. It would have to go to a hub, just like how it's being done right now.
It would have to. I agree. It would have to go to a hub because I know in my neighborhood, people would be on a bike. Yo, it made a left on 63rd Street. Trying to catch up to that sucker.
This is the guy that says he lives in the suburbs.
Yo, what's the remote ID on that? Follow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, you know what's funny? And a lot of people don't mention this, but they're talking about remote ID for the hobbyists. Now we know that the drone companies that will be doing drone deliveries will have our information, but will we have theirs? No, no one's even brought that up or even mentioned it. Our information will be available to them, but will their information be available to me?
Yeah, but that's because Lawrence, they're flying under a 337 or something like that, a different set of rules.
Okay, but who's going to be reciprocated if one of those run into my drone? If I run into him, of course, I'm in trouble. But if records show that their drone altered course or something or caused my drone to get knocked from the air, I'm quite sure they're not going to replace my drone.
Can I say something, Lawrence?
No, but okay.
All right. If your drone runs into a UPS drone, your drone ran into a UPS drone. If the UPS drone runs into your drone, your drone ran into a UPS drone.
Yeah, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. Pretty
much.
No for insurance. It's your fault all the time.
Because that's what I was trying to say to you before. Main reason why you can't fly over someone's head, but yet someone is petitioning to be able to take a drone off to deliver and fly over people's heads. Why they're going to be able to do it? is that everything pertains to the what if, God forbid. You know what I mean? Now, if your drone was to fall out of the sky and hurt somebody, cause a major accident, if you're talking about in the hundreds of thousands, maybe even the millions, we know UPS and them can absorb an insurance that can handle something like that. But can you, me, and the next guy handle an insurance that can absorb something like that?
Yeah. That's
that dude don't sell insurance in New York.
And what's really pissing me off with this whole RFID thing, I have not heard not one person from the head of the AMA come up and say, well, this is what we're gonna do.
They done. That's why they done.
You're going to see the AMA get their underwear all in a bunch when they find out all the guys that don't qualify to fall under the other flying rules have to go to a designated site, which is an AMA site, and all of a sudden hundreds of people are showing up at their site.
But Paul, also this as well, the AMA, being that they're sitting back and watching all this happen, they're slowly losing their airfields across the United States. Yeah. And they also discussed this on Drone U as well, how the AMA says, don't worry, you airplane flyers and you fixed wing pilots, we still have our airfields, and the airfields are slowly disappearing.
Yeah.
They're slowly getting rid of them. We have one of the worst ones here in New York, right next to LaGuardia Airport. It's within the 2-mile radius of the airport, and you're at one time you could fly anywhere you wanted in the area.
I will not renew my AMA subscription after this one. I will not.
No, you're not gonna renew it.
Nope.
Well, first of all, for drone pilots, it's kind of hard to renew AMA subscriptions or membership because I don't feel as they did a damn thing for it.
Damn thing. I went with that, hoping that there'll be somebody speak about it, but no, they stuck right now with their fixed wings, and their other stuff. If they ain't talking no drone. They ain't supporting that.
There's not one member of the AMA executive board that flies or has anything to do with drones.
That's right.
True. That's true. Everyone on their panel is someone who may have a cousin who owns a toy grade drone or something.
These are guys, old airplane pilots and all these old moonshine guys. That's, and they a little better right now. So I'm going to get them my money.
Moonshine guys?
Disclaimer.
Yeah. I've been drinking moon hooch all week, so this is a disclaimer.
Hey, I didn't know you were on the AMA board.
Leave Vern and the boys alone.
When I applied last year, they asked me how I found out. So that's when I asked Herman for his member number, and I put it in there, like under Herman. Like that's how I found out. But I get those emails and those links, and don't see no drone talking there at all. No. I'm like, okay, why am I doing that?
Okay, here's one. Ibas was talking in the room about how he just in the chat while you guys were talking about how they coming up with truck services that have drones. Well, UPS has a drone. I'm going to just put the link here. UPS has a truck that actually launches a drone while the driver is making a delivery. If there's a delivery within a 3 to 5 block radius, this drone will take off and make a delivery while this driver's making a delivery there. But that link that I put, IBAS, that's UPS's version of drone delivery, but DHL has one. There's a bunch of them. We've talked about a few of them on our live streams. Maybe I need to go back and retitle them with the topics in case people ever go look at them or whatever. I'm just saying. But that link I put, there's actually a YouTube video on that link from UPS. And in fact, you know what? To hell with it. Monetization went out the window when I said shit.
No, it didn't.
Okay, here we go. But this right here is the UPS delivery truck with the drone inside.
That's Skynet.
Skynet.
He's got to stop.
And what gets me is she has to load hers. DHL preloads their stuff. Now, supposedly, this
That's
goes.
if she has to make a delivery over water. That's what that's going to take over water because there's no way for them to get over to those areas. That's
exactly,
why
little islands
drones,
and stuff like that.
A lot of those drones like that are set for that. Like, and they
Right.
they minimize with the electrical vehicle. They minimize the use of energy and fuel. So
Well,
like
see,
a lot of those areas is going to work.
The cool thing about this is she's driving and making deliveries locally, while this drone is making delivery to Tom, you know, a quarter mile away.
You're gonna drop it right in his yard. Yeah,
it's tracking the van that has the controller, not the location.
Of course, right. It's probably some type of beacon or whatever.
And it's a mailbox. It's the address. They got a chip or somewhere on those areas where those drones know that those packages go.
This right here is just prototype. They cannot.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is that. Yeah. This is their that is. I must admit that
they cannot do that.
Yeah, we know that, but they've done it though.
Has to be able to take over control of it. She cannot be off driving the car or the
they
truck.
Can't under a 337.
They can.
They can under the 337.
As a courier, someone has to be able to take over control of the drone.
according to the drone laws, they cannot have them land and take off autonomously. There has to be a pilot control.
337,
they're programmed. Yeah, you could do it.
Under 337, it's approved. It isn't under the drone laws we fly under.
No.
But under 337, they've written in all this.
UPS and them cannot do it because they're not doing it.
Nobody's doing it.
When they make those deliveries, when they're doing those deliveries over there in North Carolina, and the same ones that they made with CVS, they have someone there at the controls that can take over if something goes wrong. It is not fully without a man on it.
Right now,
driving a truck, and that is doing what it's doing.
Yeah, right now, there's a clause. The FAA has put a clause into drone delivery that the drones must be monitored. If you remember, I showed the DHL where the guy put a box into the DHL box and the drone took off.
But
at
here's
the control room.
Here's the point. That little chickie poo in that truck didn't set that up for that drone to do that route or anything. It's actually somebody using cell service or whatever, somewhere else, they have pilots in a control center.
That's what that is.
Actually,
that's exactly what that is. Yeah.
Or she can just run around with another person that just.
Her job is just to load the machine.
Load the thing. Yep. She gets a little beat.
They sitting there with his camera. That whole area is GPS. They know where to fly that thing from wherever they are. And they probably, the station is probably like a couple of miles from there because they only got to be going in the 10-mile radius with that thing. They ain't going too far, 5 mile maybe.
No, no, those drones from the trucks, from what I've seen, are only supposed to cover three.
That's what I'm saying.
A 3 to 7 block radius away from the truck.
Yeah, but I think what Ray's saying, Lawrence, is that a pilot could be 30, 40 miles away, just connected to that.
Oh,
truck.
yeah, definitely. And like Justin said, Skynet.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Well, Justin's going to have a job like that in a few years. I can see that coming.
Oh, no.
Justin's not leaving Volkswagen. There's Drone Bum. He's trying to come in. Hold on. I see Lazy Bum there.
That's me.
Under his, we can hear you. In the lower left-hand corner, click on your camera. You just have to activate your camera. I mean, unless you're still in makeup.
I just put my makeup on, man.
Lower left corner, you'll see a camera.
Yeah, camera. That'll say.
Nah, I don't see anything. I see a little icon of a person.
Of a person? You don't see any icon of a camera? Oh, in the upper right-hand corner, look for 3 dots. Try that.
All right, we'll try that. I got
probably got to minimize it.
Speaker. I got start video. That might help, right? Where'd that go? Start video. Allows in pictures. I thought I did this before. Right?
There you go. Start video. Oh, yeah.
There you are. For those of you on the panel who don't know who that is, that's Drone Bum. He goes live every morning before Philly Drone Life, because Philly Drone Life is further west. So Drone Bum gets to go live and catch the sunrises, and then Philly Drone Life watches him and is like, okay, hurry up and get off so I can go on.
2 weeks, I'm gonna be out there, rent me a hotel room and get me some sunrise.
What's up, man?
Across the country eventually.
Ray, he lives a few peninsulas. Where are you? Just mention the town.
Who, me?
Drone Bum.
Wantor, South Shore.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
so
like,
he's closer to me then.
Yeah, he's closer.
Like
You're
30
closer to
minutes away.
Justin. You'd have to actually pass Justin to get out here to me. But Drone Bum's been wanting to come and fly with those guys or on this side of town.
One of
The
these
only
days.
thing is, he gets up too damn early for me.
Yeah,
That's
What?
not true. That's
Herm,
not
you heard
true.
that? Somebody get up earlier than
No,
him?
that's not true. Usually when I'm up sitting on the couch, I get a message. Drone Bum just went by.
See?
Yeah, I'm sitting on the couch
Because
watching the
gotta get
news for like the
rooster up.
second or third time, and then he's usually going live.
Showered and dressed already by that time. With his shoes tied like he going somewhere.
Did you know what? I do it to kick them out. My wife goes to work, my daughter goes to school, then I could slide around on the floor in my socks.
What was that Tom Cruise movie with underwear with a shirt and he slides on the
Yeah, exactly. That's the scene every day. Every day except butt ass naked.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Show's over.
Hey,
I can't unsee
hey,
that.
Quad Ken. Welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys. John Santiago, where are you? I don't know, but those of you who don't know John Santiago, that's Big John, aka Drips FPV. He's a member of Those Guys FPV, and he's been going crazy. He was flying his drone in the fog the other day. He's flying, and the screen's just getting blurrier and blurrier. And he's still flying. I'm like, dude,
dude, nighttime job.
I love FPV, but I'm not flying my bird in the rain. I only have one with conformal coating on it, and that one's only for splashing in mud so I can rinse it off or whatever. But I can't fly in the rain yet. I'm not that bold, and nor can I afford to just lose a drone like that. Risky Business was the movie, 100%. Hey, Quad Ken, welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys. Drone Bum, can you type in? Oh, already made you a mod. Okay, everything's good. Those of you who don't know, the only way to get a blue wrench is to actually get on the panel with us. So, Drone Bum, you've been here enough to see drops, right?
Oh, yeah.
Drops?
Oh, yeah.
You ready to do a drop, man? We're going to do a drop.
Ready.
Uh-oh. All right,
I've been
here we
waiting
go.
to do a drop.
Now remember, Lawrence.
I got this.
Herman's watching now.
I got this. Okay. All right, I got it. Sunday Nights with Those Guys is sponsored by
Those guys.
Val would be proud of me for that one.
Was
Val would be proud for that one.
that one was all right.
I must admit.
It was all right.
Ray's sitting over there shaking his head, and I don't know if it's because of football or because of us.
Nah, because of y'all. One day you get it right, 1 minute you get it right. You get it wrong, like whatever. Just
Mia's
say
drone. I had a Mavic 2 Pro in the rain the other day. It made the camera so bad. Mia, the only way, and I don't suggest this, and hold on, the views and opinions that are heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel. But if you're going to fly in the rain, to keep the rain off of your lens, it's the same trick as flying in the snow. You fly backwards or to the side. But if you fly forward, you're guaranteed to get rain or snow on the lens.
I know how you can stop from doing that.
What happened?
Just don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Mavic 2 Pro in the rain.
Come on, like your equipment. Like your equipment. Love your equipment. Take care of your equipment.
Quad Ken. Support each other's channel, Quad Ken. If you don't have someone support,
stop by the channel.
Paul.
Mother Nature is on its way.
Paul is experiencing technical difficulties. We are ignoring his window right now.
Nice, Paul.
You keep showing that daggone snow, man. Cut it out, Paul.
Oh, that Paul.
No, we're not getting any of that.
Yeah.
Quad Ken says I use RainX. RainX works. Interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, right. I don't do a lot of backwards flying, but you need to go forward eventually.
Or just go to the
This is
shooter
true,
pier and
but
get
yeah,
some
with
of
all
that
those
silicone spray and just spray it all over your drone.
That's exactly.
Come on, man. I just the verbiage.
Not that serious.
Garbage.
Well,
Wait for another day.
conformal coating's a little better. Everything turns a purplish, and you
Yeah, but
know
you
it's
wouldn't want to
waterproof.
do that on the lens.
Yeah. Ain't got nothing to do with those motors either.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Smear it
true.
all over. Just dip the
And
drill.
I know those battery connectors, I know they're not waterproof. Trust me on
No,
that
they're
one.
not. They're not.
No,
Drone Bomb, what
no.
do you fly?
Right now, I'm flying just a Mavic Pro. I've been through a bunch already, toy drones, of course, and Phantom 3, which went in a drink. I had four drones going to drink. I had a Phantom 3 Standard. I had a Mavic 2 Zoom. I had a Spark. And just recently, not too long ago, I bought Philly Drone Life's old Mavic Pro, one of his original Mavics. That's how I
Okay.
met him. I offered to buy one of his drones because I saw him live and he was showing how many drones he had. And I said, well, sell me one of them. I need a drone. That was after I crashed my Zoom. And that's how we met. He eventually caved and he didn't want to part with it. He said, no, I sleep with this thing. I don't want to give it up. It was too sentimental for him. But he finally caved. I said, all right, I'm on my way. I'm heading out to Philly. I drove out there to pick it up. I did before he had a chance to change his mind.
Okay.
Wow, so you said 4 in the drink, huh?
Yeah, just stupidity. Just being stupid. The Maverick 2 Zoom, I tried to go out like 5.5 miles to chase a cargo ship. I would have made it too if I would have came straight back. But I dilly-dallied on the way back. I was looking at the sunrise and
okay, so when it said aircraft returned to home, you canceled it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. I'm about to say that's the only way you're gonna go on the drink if you cancel it.
Yep.
That bird telling you that for a reason.
It wants to go up to 400 feet. So I said, I'm not, I'm going to come home at the altitude that I'm at, so I don't have to waste the time going up to 400 feet, so I have the extra time. But obviously not.
But the drone knew you had extra time if you just let it do what it's supposed to do. Like,
yeah, I should have. I live and learn.
Bro. Yeah, wow, man. That reminded me of Matt. He lost one of his in the water too, like that.
Yeah.
He had. That's his Phantom 3 Standard.
Oh, get out. I had no. Last time I saw Phantom 3 go down, we were flying on Governor's Island. Back when you could fly on Governor's Island towards the Statue of Liberty before they put the white buoys out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Pilot Jose had took out his Phantom. What was that? Herman?
3 Standard.
That was a 3 Standard. He had took it out to the Statue of Liberty, and she just never came back.
Yeah.
What was that guy flying that did the Dipsy? He thought he wasn't even.
Oh, he was flying by the Tappan Zee Bridge, a New York drone pilot. I must put a disclaimer out there.
You're talking about the guy at the meetup.
Yeah.
At Valentino, not Valentino, but Francis Lewis.
Oh, him. That's. Let me explain something. Every time we had a meetup, we made it clear that we asked every person that came to the meetup, the administrators, how well do you fly? How much experience do you have flying? And this guy told us, oh, I've been flying for a while. This isn't he just told us he was an experienced flyer, a pilot. And it was obvious he wasn't because he lost his Phantom 4 Professional. And what's funny is he came with family and about 3 other friends, and all of his friends had little Sparks, and they all went home with their Sparks, and his $2,000 bird went in the water because he lied to us and said he had experience. Now, every one of you out there has flown a DJI drone on the panel, correct? Now tell me, correct me if I'm wrong or right, even if you were blind, you would know your bird was in trouble because the controller vibrates, right?
Yeah.
Right? When the obstacle avoidance goes on, the controller vibrates. And when his drone was bobbling in the water, this was the level of the water. His drone at one time almost went halfway down with the props at full throttle, pushing it back up, and he kept pulling down, and it said, bloop. And everybody,
that's because he
and
did.
Then he goes, I lost my picture. Duh.
He was looking at somebody else's drone, wasn't he?
Yes, he was looking up like this because when the incident, what happened was, I don't know, drone bum if you know, but we were flying in a place and we had maybe about 15 20 pilots out there, and we were letting them go out 5 or 6 at a time. And somebody yelled, "Whose drone is this?" And this guy's drone was going down into the water. And automatically all of the administrators there yell, "Everybody stop," which means you freeze where you are, you take your hands off the control, and you just hover. And we were yelling, "Whose drone is that?" And then we kept watching this drone go down in the water, and this guy was standing there looking up at a drone that was supposed to land. It wasn't landing because we told everyone to take their hands off the controller and watch what the hell's going on. So he's pulling down, looking up, pulling down, and in the meantime, children are screaming, women are screaming. Even his girl was like, "Oh my God, somebody's drone going into the water." Come to find out, it was his drone because he was looking up.
And the drone was trying to avoid from going in the water. The sensor detector was a level playing field. Yeah. But he forced it down. He forced it. Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah.
That Monday, UPS man came to my house, big old box with the waterproof case, the drone, the mini drone, extra batteries, all kind of cables, all kind of stuff. I was there that day. I seen that shit. I packed up everything.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
You didn't even go up there.
I was like, "Yo, Lord, it's crazy."
Put it right back in there. He's like,
I'm not. No, I'm not going.
Oh man,
you not flying? Nah, I'm good.
I'm good. Yes.
But it was crazy because you see the drone. It's like this. It was like, then it just went boom.
Yeah.
Then it just went.
The obstacle avoidance, I must admit, was fighting like all hell because it created a bubble. And this is how I know that there's a bubble when the drone takes off. They complain about when you take off, you have to get out of that takeoff bubble. Well, the reason is because your props can make you tip. You can tip over.
It's the centrifugal force from
under
the wind.
Under the drone was a perfect circle. It looked like some Matrix type thing because the props were like, what? Revving trying to get out, and he kept pulling it down, and it brought it up above the water, and then he would start bringing it down, and everyone's like, no, stop.
Basically, the drone was going, "My God, he's so stupid."
Yeah, I'm going.
We were yelling. We were yelling, "Whose drone is that? Whose drone is that?" Okay, and he was the only one there. And this also goes to show that he lied about his experience because when we started yelling, everybody stopped. Everybody stopped where they are. Everyone did. Okay.
Not even that.
Keep in mind, we had a crowd of about 20 or 30 people watching us.
Technically, he didn't lie about his experience. If you fly a drone or you do anything, and then you go someplace else, the more people that ask you about your experience, is the more experience you have. It's just like when you go for a job interview. You might get a job, right, working at some diner or whatever as a fry cook. Now you can go down and you do that for a couple of years. Somebody tell you, actually, what is it that you do? You're going to tell them, "I'm a chef." So the next time when you go to apply for a job and they ask you, "Got any food? You got any experience in cooking food?" You're going to say, "Yes, I was working for 12 years as a chef."
Yeah.
Did he fly before? Yeah, I got experience flying.
Yeah, well,
does he know what he's doing? No, but I got experience flying.
Have you ever flown a drone before? Yeah, I got a Phantom 4 Pro.
Yeah, exactly.
Drone.
You know what you're doing? No, that's the different question.
What's your name so I can stop calling you Drone Bum?
I'm Paul, but I can't be Paul tonight because we got Paul.
You're Paul. You're Paul. And
Paul. We be having two Curtises on here, so you could be Paul.
We have two Sean's on here from time to time.
You keep on showing the snow, Paul, because it's staying right there where the hell you are.
It's going to double back up into Canada.
It's going to spin back around and come through double strong.
Hit you again and go right up in.
I'll be talking about, "I might not be on today. Power's a little low."
Is that live, Paul?
Yeah.
That's what's going on right now.
At 4 o'clock, there was no snow on the ground. It was brown.
Wow.
Well, it takes exactly 8 days for that weather to get here. Well, 6 to 8 days. I'm not worried. It won't make it across the Great Lakes.
Winds were coming on hard from the northwest today, man. They were strong this morning.
Yeah. How did you fly this morning with all that wind?
Yeah, it wasn't easy. I didn't go up high. I went up like 65 feet was the max, and it was acting wonky as hell. So I brought it down pretty quick.
No, that was a good move because Philly Drone Life was showing us how his coffee maker worked. I knew he couldn't fly.
He went up. He went up, and he went far. Did you watch his whole stream this morning?
No, I did.
You must. It was a nail-biting, butt-clenching.
Well, he does all that.
Like he normally does, but it was for real today. It was genuine. He came back with 0%.
Wow.
He went down to the river, which is to the east, and the winds were coming in from the northwest. He knows better.
Get out of here.
With the mini? With the mini?
No. He had the Zoom.
Oh.
No, with the Zoom.
Yeah. In sport mode. He had it in sport mode on the way back. In full throttle, he was doing like 8 miles an hour.
8? Only 8.
Yeah.
8. Oh, that's what he said anyway.
I mean, his altitude was too high. He should have came down a little bit.
He did. He came down. He went to 100 feet. He was skimming the rooftops on the way back.
Wow.
When he gets silent, when he's on his stream and he stops talking, you know he's in trouble.
Yeah, man, because he's out the job. Wow.
Right. If you don't hear him go, hey, Mr. Crowley, sorry we missed you, bro. If you don't hear the dynamic range.
Yeah. For the love of God, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's his word. Yeah. You're freaking kidding me. It's returning to home.
No, not doing it. Yeah,
but he's entertaining though, and that's what I love about it.
But he had that Mavic Mini all the way up at that statue, man.
But you don't know how far. I don't know if he got close. I'll have to watch the video.
Dude,
but
he
lives a good distance from that statue, so he had to be close up on it.
He drove down there, I think.
Okay, I was about to say he had to be close up on it.
And he likes to take off down there by that church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of his hot spots.
Yeah, that's where he likes to do his goals.
My thing is, they should know him in his city already. The guy that stands there and talks to the controller.
I'm sure all his neighbors know him. That's for sure.
Oh my goodness!
A couple of months ago,
he couldn't live on my block.
Hey, Paul, do you remember when he was on the street and some
shady character?
Some Buddhists were moving in or something down.
Oh no, his neighbors.
Yeah,
his neighbors. Hey Ray, check this out.
I heard about
He's
that.
outside.
I don't think I saw that.
He's outside live, right? And he goes, "Hey, I got some new neighbors moving in down the block, right?" Now he's doing a live stream. He goes down the block, and they apparently are very religious because they had statues the height of men and stuff, Buddhist statues and stuff, with a lot of religious items. And he's on, "Hey, I'm your neighbor. I live down the block." And the guy's looking at him like, what the hell? You could see what the hell did we just moved in?
Those people went and called the realtor right away.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Why you didn't tell us about this?
People were like, "We don't think your neighbor appreciates showing their religious items on."
Look at this. Look at what they got.
He's like, "Don't worry, I'm doing a live stream."
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. And he says, "What are those things?"
Yeah.
Look at this. We got people moving in the neighborhood and all that.
It's very funny. You got if I find that if I find it for next week, I'll find it and you guys have to watch it because he does his
realtor right away.
He does his regular live stream, and then to see him, hey, we got new neighbors on the block. Let's go say hello.
Was that from the drone, or he was just using the Osmo or something?
I think Paul, was he using his drone?
He landed and he took the drone with the camera.
Right, he had it in his hand, like at a movie camera.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my God.
What happened, Night Train? I didn't threaten you. It'll never hold up in court. What happened? It says Novice keeps threatening me. I will be someday. What is that? A camera drone pilot? It's funny, Night Train, because you got the Mavic Mini, and I was telling him he flies the Mavic. He's an FPV flyer, and Night Train flies his Mavic Mini like an FPV pilot. And I was telling him I'm a camera drone person, and I fly my racing drones like a camera drone person. which is kind of
I
backwards.
don't know if anybody heard it earlier when we first started. Lawrence was about to talk about the remote ID, and he elected to praise the Mavic Mini. I don't know if anybody caught that. If anybody gets a chance, rewind it, and the next time we go live, make sure you bring that up again.
I got you. I caught it, Herb.
Everybody, make sure you hit that like button.
This is the guy that threw the Mini under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I still don't own one, and I probably won't.
And he praised it earlier in the stream.
I did. Yes, I did. Now, if you go back,
You go back
2 or 3 live streams, I was like, Mavic Mini, blah, what this?
That was a flashback moment to when he was damning the Mavic 2s or the Mavics.
And
Remember?
then I wind up with a Mavic.
I'll never own a Mavic.
Then I wind up with a Mavic Pro, right?
Yep.
Which, by the way, Paul 2, Lazy Paul. I'll call you Lazy Paul.
Call me
I
Bum.
know you're not lazy because you get up in the morning.
Call him Bum, like he said. Yeah.
Okay. P Bum. Just get a hat with the name P Bum across it. But
There you go.
I have a Mavic Pro now. Okay. And I admit, Herman did brainwash me some.
When the drone laws kick in, he's gonna go down to the DJ.
But
when all that remote ID,
but I was a little anti Mavic Pro, and then I saw the functionality of it. Ray and all these guys talking about, man, you're up in the air, and I'm. Make a long story short, I wind up with a Mavic Pro, and I still have her today, but I will not, and I repeat, you will not see a Mavic Mini in my arsenal.
Oh, good. Write
All
that down.
stop it.
There we go. There we go.
Justin, help me out here.
Maybe once you try one.
The views and opinions
So
of
you are.
Listen, I told Paul too. I told everyone the only way you would see me with a Mavic Mini is if I'd have a 3-piece suit on and I would be adorning it like this, like a tie clip. Okay.
Squirrel.
I'm gonna have to bring a Mini with me when I come meet you, man.
Yeah, would make some great pictures. Yes. We're gonna have to plan that.
See that now he wants to fly your drone.
Nobody said nothing about fly.
He wants to check out your drone now.
What I'll do is I'll put on a shirt and a tie, and I'll clip it and take a picture like that. That'll be my tie clip. That'll be the closest I get to flying a Mavic Mini.
If you get a tie clip that big, people are gonna think there's something wrong with you.
Mia's drone says it's great. To be fair, it's not the best, but it's fun at times. No, Mia, I am not. I am no way putting down the Mavic Mini. I'm not putting down anything DJ puts out. But what? Anyway.
Yeah, he is. Once he
anyway,
said
Mia,
and not respected it for being a drone, that's what he was doing.
I never said it wasn't a real drone. It's got 4 props. I'll still call it a drone.
You keep calling it a tie clip.
Okay, you caught me there. See, Herman listens very well.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything about him, he listens very well. The Mini is great. I agree with you. There are very few issues that I hear people complaining about. It's just that it wouldn't fit in my library. That I don't have a use for it.
You got a spot on the wall there. I see you'll fit a Mini up there.
Dude,
half of that stuff don't work. This room,
it's paper mache.
Right.
So
Yeah.
the only paperweights that are here are
the big red one, the yellow one,
3, 4.
4.
4.
Yeah,
There's 6
4.
of them up there.
Yeah. Well, the wall will be changing. I have I'm investing in some LED lights and stuff like that. So we will be changing the wall at some time and point. They're just other things that are pressing.
What'd you get there, Lawrence?
Huh?
What'd you get there?
What, the LED lights?
Yeah, you bought the strobes yet?
The what?
The strobes.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Strobe lights.
No, I know what he's talking
Here you go,
about.
Herman. This is my soldering station. See, I did get it.
Oh, you did get it.
Yeah.
The eBay special. Well, with where did these come with?
I ordered it, it wouldn't come.
I'm trying to think. Where
works
did
really
these
good, too.
came with something?
What?
These lights came with something I ordered.
Uh-oh.
But it's a 10-foot strip of LED lights, and it comes with a remote. Now the pins, I know where you can get them. The pins, you can actually extend them. And basic idea is just to light up this area from behind like that and paint the daggone wall. But it's 1 minute to 7. Who's going live, Paul? Anyone going on later?
Who's that?
Booster Studios.
Val is supposedly
Val.
going.
Okay. Val's
I
life.
didn't hear anything from Val. I didn't even see anything saying that she was a remote.
No, I know.
But I
You
did
know, I
see
never
Booster.
go on Val's life. I gotta stop owing them and tell
Justin
her.
Me is talking to you. What
Yeah.
happened? What happened, Drone Bum?
I was just saying, I never make it to Val's life. It's one channel. I
Hold on.
never get a chance. It's hard to make it to the
Jay
live.
Santiago, I appreciate you for the 2020 contribution to those guys.
Thank you, Jay.
We appreciate you ever so much. See, now Herman and Justin can get 2 shots.
Ooh, hold on.
Hey, I noticed how he left Ray out.
Yeah.
Val's life is on. It just popped up.
Oh, I just got an alert for Val's life too.
Hold
Listen,
on.
we got to do this drop and get out of here. We appreciate you all for being supporters of those guys. And don't forget to check out Herman's live stream on Wednesday nights. Paul, stop it.
Coming to New York soon.
Coming to New York soon. We're ignoring you, Paul. Don't forget to check out Herman's live stream every Wednesday night, Phantom Flight 101 on his channel. He's this close to monetization.
Yeah.
That close, guys. We will be coming up with some Those Guys merch as well. We appreciate you, Paul 1, Drone Bum, Herman, Drone Evolution, Justin, and Cool Bick for being on the panel. And Sunday Nights with Those Guys is sponsored by
Those
Guys. We appreciate
There's
you
no
all.
merchandise here. Don't
Good
worry
night.
about what you see here in the corner.
Yeah.
All right, so Herm, give me a buzz when you figure out what you want to do there, Herm.